Namaste, welcome to Knowledge Plaza YouTube channel. It is all about mathematics. So, as I'm before you to discuss about operations on real numbers. Operations on real numbers. Okay. So, you have already learned in your previous standard about the properties of the properties satisfied by the rational numbers. Can you recall the properties which are satisfied by the rational numbers? Yes. Commutative property, associative property, and distributive property. So these are the properties which are satisfied by the rational numbers under addition and subtraction, under addition and multiplication, right? So similarly, these properties are also satisfied by the irrational numbers also under additive and multiplication. Okay, under addition and multiplication, irrational numbers are also satisfies commutative property, associative property, and distributive properties. Okay, so now we are going to discuss about operations on real numbers. Okay, real numbers means these are the set of all rational and irrational numbers. Okay. So now we are going to discuss about operations on real numbers. Operations on real numbers. Okay. By having some examples, we may conclude some points regarding the operations on real numbers. Okay. Like we have add 2 root 2 plus 5 root 3 and root 2 minus 3 root 3. Add 2 root 2 plus 5 root 3 and root 2 minus 3 root 3. So as you know that addition, subtraction of algebraic expressions, how we are doing the addition, subtraction there? Addition is by the like term. Addition of terms is depending on the like terms, and subtraction is also the depending on the like terms. Okay, we are going to add the like terms and we are going to subtract the like terms only. Here also the same. Do the addition. Plus 5 root 3 minus 5 root 3. That means 5x minus 3x. 5x minus 3x means x, it is the place of root 3. Okay, 5x minus 3x is 2x because 5 has the positive sign. 5 is the biggest number, so it is 2 root 3 in the place of x root 3. Okay, and next 2 root 2, and if there is nothing here, it is 1. Okay, 2 root 2 plus 1 root 2. 2 root 2 plus 1 root 2, it is 3 root 2 because 2y plus 1. What will you getting? 3y, right? So in this way we are going to add, or in this way we are going to subtract the real numbers. Okay, we remember these points. Okay, let me have one more example. multiply 6 root 5 and 2 root 5. Multiply 6 root 5 and 2 root 5. So as you know that multiplication of algebraic expression, that is 2x into 3x. 2x into 3x is 2 into 3, 6, x into x, x square. In the similar way we are doing here, that is 6 root 5 into 2 root 5. 6 root 5 into 2 root 5. What we're getting? 6 into 2, 12. In the place of x there is root 5. Root 5 into root 5 is root 5 whole square. Okay, here square and root get cancels because square root of 5 whole square can be written as 5. Square root can be written as 5 to the power 1 by 2, and then whole square. The powers are multiplied, so it becomes 1 by 2 into 2. 2 get cancels, we will get 5 only. Okay, it is 12 into 5. 12 into 5 means 60. Whenever like these questions will arise, or whenever like these questions are came, remember that square root of square, the square root of square of a number is cancelled. Square and root are cancelled and the number is left as it is. Okay, we remember the point. Whenever the whole square for the square root of a number, the square and the number get cancels. So square and the root get cancels and left with only the number. Okay, and understand this process. Okay, this is the addition and multiplication. So observe here. Root 2 is irrational. Root 3 is also irrational. 2 times the irrational, 5 times the irrational is added with 1 time the irrational and subtracted with 3 times the minus 3 times the root 3. Okay, so addition of these we're getting 3 times the root 2 and 2 times the root 3. So root 2 and root 3 are irrational. Their sum is must be irrational only. Okay, because the irrational numbers follows the properties of rational numbers. Okay, you know that sum of any two rational numbers is again a rational number that you have studied in the 8th standard, right? Okay, so here sum are difference of any two irrationals, or sum are difference of rational numbers and irrational numbers is again a irrational. The first point is sum or difference of a rational and irrational, or rational and irrational is always irrational. Okay, and then product of any two irrational number. Product of any two irrational number is maybe rational, may not be rational. May not be rational means it may be irrational. Okay, maybe irrational or it may be rational. Okay, these 2 points you must have to remember. Okay, next we are going to have some examples regarding the operations on the irrational and regarding the operations on irrational numbers. Okay, okay, now let me see some general properties of operations on real numbers. General operations on real numbers by taking general examples or general numbers or general alphabets. Okay, let me consider. Let A and B are any two real numbers. A and B are any two real numbers. Then square root of A into square root of B. Square root of A into square root of B is always equal to square root of AB. Example, root 2 into root 3 is always the product of two numbers, that is 6. 2 into 3. Remember that. X into y, that is equal to xy. Only the difference is root there. Okay. Have understand? Remember this point. Root A and root A into root B is root AB. First point. Next. Square root A by B. Square root A by B can be written as square root A divided by square root B. By splitting the square root, we have to write square root of AB, square root of A by B as square root A by square root B. Okay, for any numbers. Examples, 2 by 3. Square root of A 2 by 3. Square root of 2 by 3 is square root 2 by square root 3. Like this. Okay, and next, third one. Square root A plus square root B into square root A minus square root B. Have you remembered this property which you have studied in the 8th standard? A plus B into A minus B. Have you got now? A plus B into A minus B. What is the formula of A plus B into A minus B? A plus B into A minus B is equal to A square minus B square is equal to A square minus B square. So here, in the place of A, square root A there, in the place of B, square root B there. Now, what would be the result? This is equal to A square. A square means square root A whole square. In the place of A, square root A there. Okay. In the place of B, square root B there. Minus square root B whole square. I said already, whenever the number having square root and its whole square, the square and the square root get cancels. Okay. Square and square root get cancels. Then what is left? A minus B. Square root A plus square root B into square root A minus square root B is equal to A minus B. Remember these points. Okay. And next, let me see some more. These are the general formulas you must have to remember. Okay. And next, square root A plus square root B whole square. Square root A plus square root B whole square. You know that already. A square plus, so A plus B whole square formula. What is the A plus B whole square formula? A square plus B square plus 2AB. A plus B whole square is equal to A square plus B square plus 2AB. And like this here, A square means root A whole square plus B square means root B whole square plus 2 into AB. A means square root A into square root B. Now simplify. Root and this square, it cancels for first two terms. Right? It becomes A plus B plus 2. And this, you know that in the previous one. Root A into root B is root AB. Root A plus root B whole square is equal to A plus B plus 2AB. Okay, let me see one more. Root A minus root B whole square. What is the formula? A minus b whole square. A minus b whole square is equal to a square plus b square minus 2ab. So according to that, it would be a plus b minus 2 root ab. Okay, remember these formulas. Okay, one more there. Root a plus root b to root c plus root d. Here, what we have to do? The procedure which we have followed in multiplication of the binomial by binomial. Okay, binomial by binomial multiplication we have already done in 8th standard, right? Same procedure here we are following. That is, keeping the first term as it is, root a into the second term plus root b plus second term of the first term root c plus root d. What will you getting? You will getting root a into c is root ac plus root a into d is root ad plus root b into c is root bc plus root b into d is root bd. Is there any like terms? If there is like term, you have to add. If there is no like terms, you have to keep that as it is. Okay. There is no any other ways to add the irrational numbers because they have the infinite number of non-repeating digits. So that's why we cannot add them. Okay. So we have to keep irrational numbers addition. In addition of rational and irrational numbers, we have to keep them as it is only. Okay. If they are going to simplify, we can do. If they are not possible to do simplification, we may keep them as it is. Okay. Let me see by examples. These are the steps. These are the formulas you must remember on the while operating the irrational numbers and rational numbers together. Okay. Simplify. Five plus root 3 into 2 plus root 3. 5 plus root 3 into 2 plus root 3. So how can we do this? The last step we have done. In that method we can solve this. It is by keeping the first term as it is, 5 into 2 plus root 3 plus root 3 into 2 plus root 3. Okay, in this way we have to solve this. 2 into 5, that is 10, plus 5 into root 3. We should not multiply the number. Whenever the whole number and irrational number there, we should not add, we should not multiply them. Then the number under the root, it must be as it is, and the number outside the root, it must be as it is, like 5 root 3 only. That means 5 times the root 3 plus here also the same. Root 3 into 2 is 2 root 3. While writing these like numbers, you have to write whole numbers firstly and then irrational numbers. Okay, plus here root 3 into root 3. What it is? Root 3 into root 3 is root 3 whole square. Or you may write directly as 3. Square root, it cancels. 10 root 10 plus 5 root 3. You should not add these 10 plus 5, 15. You should not do that because 5 is not a single. It is 5 is with irrational numbers. So completely it becomes irrational only. Okay, product of rational and irrational is always the irrational. You should not add or you should not subtract it with other numbers. Or you may do this addition because they are the like terms. Okay. 5 root 3, that means 2x plus 2y like this. Sorry, x is same and these two are, means 5x. So 5 plus 2 is 7 plus and this becomes 3. Okay. If there are any possibilities to simplify, yes, of course there is a possibilities to simplify them. 10 plus 3, 13 plus 7 root 3, and this 7 should not be added with this because it is a irrational number and this is the rational or whole number. Got the points? Okay, by practicing these we'll getting the idea more. Okay, and next one more example. Simplify 2 minus root 3 into 2 plus root 3. So now it is in the form of a plus b into a minus b. Okay, a plus b into a minus b. What is the formula to find the a plus b into a minus b? 2 minus root 3 and 2 plus root 3. It is of the form a minus b into a plus b. A plus b into a minus b is, or a minus b into a plus b is a square minus b square, right? So apply that formula. 2 minus root 3 into 2 plus root 3. In the place of a, 2 there, so that is 2 square minus, in the place of b, it is root 3 there, root 3 whole square. 2 square means 4. The square and root it cancels, becomes minus 3. That means 4 minus 3 is 1. Like this, you are going to simplify the irrational numbers, okay, or real numbers. Okay, let me have one more example. Simplify root 3 plus root 7 whole square. You know that the formula of irrational, whole square of the irrational numbers. What is that? Root a plus root b whole square is a plus b plus 2 root ab. Is it? Let me apply that. A root a plus root b whole square is equal to a plus b plus 2 times the root ab. Okay, apply that. Root 3 plus root 7 whole square plus, which is equal to a, means you should not write the square root numbers now, because a is 3 only and b is 7 only, plus 2 into a is 3 and b is 7. 3 plus 2. You should not add this one also. Okay, remember this whole thing is one only term and it is irrational only. 3 plus 7, 10 plus 2 as it is, and it becomes root 21. This is the simplified value, and you should not add 10 plus 2, 12, 20, root 21. You should not do that. 10 plus 2 root 21. Why? the irrationals are not added with the natural numbers, whole numbers, or rational numbers, because they have the not repeated digits after the decimal expansions. Okay, remember the point. We are not adding the irrationals with the natural numbers, whole numbers, or rational numbers if they are not able to simplify. If they are able to simplify, we can add them. Okay. Okay, let me see some more examples in the next video.